Hi, I'm Michael, and welcome back to Smart Money Hub. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that can completely change the way you think about money, how the rich use debt to get richer. Most people see debt as a burden, but I'm going to show you why, in the right hands, debt can be a powerful tool to build wealth. When most people hear the word debt, they think of stress, bills, and late fees. But the wealthy have a different perspective. They don't fear debt, they respect it, they analyze it, and they use it strategically. Debt, when understood properly, is a way to leverage other people's money to generate wealth. Let's start with the basics. The difference between good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is the kind that takes money out of your pocket without giving anything back. Think credit cards, high-interest personal loans, or loans for items that don't generate income, like luxury cars or designer clothes. Bad debt can keep you stuck in a cycle of working just to pay interest. Good debt is completely different. Good debt is money you borrow to invest in assets that generate cash flow or increase in value over time. Examples include real estate that produces rental income, business investments that grow revenue, and education that increases your earning potential. Let me give you an example from real estate. Most people say, I'll buy a house when I can pay cash. That's safe, but it's also slow wealth building. The rich say, I'll buy a property using a mortgage. My tenants pay the mortgage while I build equity and grow my wealth. That's the power of using other people's money wisely. Now let's talk business. Wealthy entrepreneurs often use debt to expand their companies. Instead of selling equity or giving away ownership, they borrow money to hire staff, develop products, or invest in marketing campaigns. The result? The borrowed money generates more profit than the cost of the debt, creating exponential growth. Here's a story. Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in history, used borrowed money to acquire steel companies. By leveraging debt, he was able to scale operations faster than his competitors and build immense wealth. John D. Rockefeller used similar strategies in oil. Even Warren Buffett has used debt carefully to amplify returns on investments. The lesson here is clear. Debt is a tool. When used correctly, it creates opportunity. But let's be honest, using debt comes with risks. You have to calculate investments carefully. Make sure your income from the asset covers your debt payments. Never borrow blindly. The rich don't act recklessly. They calculate risk, study markets, and make informed decisions. Now, how can you start applying this mindset today? First, educate yourself. Learn about interest rates, return on investment, and cash flow. Understand how leverage works. Second, start small. Maybe take a small loan to start a side business or invest in a course that increases your skills. Test your strategy, observe results, and scale responsibly. Here's a practical exercise. Take a notebook and write down all your current debts. Categorize them into good and bad. Ask yourself, which debts can I turn into a tool to create more money? Which debts are simply costing me? This simple step immediately changes your mindset. Let's dive deeper into real-life examples of the rich using debt strategically. Real estate investors. Many wealthy investors buy multiple properties using mortgages. They leverage other people's money, collect rent, and build equity while their properties appreciate. Over time, they can buy more properties. Business expansion. Companies like Amazon and Tesla have used debt strategically to fund expansion. They borrowed money to invest in infrastructure, research, and hiring, turning that debt into profits many times over. The key is that the borrowed money creates more income than the interest owed. Education and skills. Some of the richest people take loans to invest in their education or specialized skills. While most people fear student loans, when the knowledge gained significantly increases earning potential, that debt becomes an investment, not a liability. Another important point is tax advantages. In many cases, interest on certain types of debt is tax deductible. This reduces the real cost of borrowing and increases the return on your investment. The wealthy understand this and structure their finances to maximize these benefits. Now let's talk mindset. Most people avoid debt because they fear it. The rich, however, approach debt like a chess game. They think, how can I use this to my advantage? How can I create income that exceeds my obligations? Without the right mindset, debt is dangerous. With the right mindset, it becomes a wealth-building machine. Let's break down a step-by-step approach for you. Identify assets. Look for things that generate income or appreciate. Determine safe leverage. Only borrow what you can manage responsibly. Calculate cash flow. Make sure your income exceeds your debt payments. Start small. Test your strategy with a low-risk investment. Scale strategically, reinvest profits to grow wealth faster. Finally, remember this. Debt is neither good nor bad, it's how you use it that matters. It's a tool, like a hammer. You can build a house or hurt yourself. The rich know how to build. You can too with education, strategy, and the right mindset. If you want to learn more strategies the rich use to grow wealth, make sure to subscribe to Smart Money Hub, hit the bell, and start thinking like the wealthy today. This knowledge isn't just theory, it's actionable, practical, and life-changing. Thanks for watching, and remember, good debt can be your friend, bad debt is your enemy. Learn the difference, use it wisely, and watch your wealth grow.